Hello, everybody! Welcome to Strawberry's Gamer Society. And tonight's stream, the main topic is accounting and basically get rich slowly. How do you keep track of your money so that you make sure that you don't spend more of it than you actually have, and that you can figure out, hey, it's okay for me to spend this amount of money without difficulties or without any guilt when you know how much money you've got left over to spend. So, welcome everybody. The first thing that I would like to do, however, is show off, because I am over here in, some of you will recognize this as the Nether portal, which is in not the stronghold, the Nether portal, which is in the fortress from our house, which is in the nearest fortress from our house, and it is also what I think of as the Wither Nether portal, because this is the place where Owls and I fought the Wither. And it's also the portal that is nearest Castle Drakkenberg. And Castle Drakkenberg has had a lot of improvements lately. So I am going to be showing you guys a little bit of Castle Drakkenberg. It is really impressive at this point, I must say. And this is all Owls is doing. About the only thing that I did was provide some of the blackstone for the improvements, but she did most of it, including the most ingenious gate you have ever seen. It's the most ingenious gate I've ever seen. Oh, wow, look at it there. Rising on the horizon. Castle Drakkenberg. And it looks even more impressive at night, actually. But here we are. So this is the Endstone Beach, which that was one of the first parts of this area to be developed. And there's the lava fissure. And the newest improvement is the door. Oh, except in order to get in the door, so basically you have to either have a key to the city or have a visiting pass. Oops, and I'm sure that this block does not belong here. Am I full? I don't need this egg. Okay, so I am sure that this visiting pass, the visiting pass is the other way to get in. Now, I only have one visiting pass, and I'd kind of like to show off this place at night, so I'm a little unsure as to what to do, but maybe I will... Oh, and my visiting pass is in my ender chest, and I thought that there was an ender chest right here. Oh, there it is. It's just down the lake a little bit. So maybe what I should do... Oh, no, that's not an ender chest. That's a squid. Oh, no. Well, I'll bet you by the time I get back with my visitor pass, then it will be... then it will be time. Huh, I would have sworn that there was an ender chest here. Drat. Yes, my visitor pass is very important to me. That's why I keep it in the ender chest. Okay, well, that's not going to work, so let's just do it this way. We'll head back to where our ender chest is. Actually, no, I can't steal that lava to make an ender chest. That would be mean. It took a lot of work to get that lava there for the lava fissure, and I always have to be careful. Actually, is there lava down there? Maybe I... Oh, but I don't have any pearls. Yeah, I don't have any pearls. That wouldn't work. Okay. I will head back again. And on my way back, I will start off with some of the basics of accounting and why it's important. But let's get some music in here. And welcome, welcome to everybody who is watching. Let's play, let's see here. Do you guys want dream background music or Wilbur Soot? Which would you prefer? or I'll just pick one. Let's see. And sometimes this is delayed. I find if it's delayed, oh, there we go. Dream. All right. Let's have some dream background music. Okay. That would be from here. Okay, so this is just it's a playlist that's got basically everything Dream has used. And if it's too loud, that feels like it's too loud to me. If it's too loud or too soft, let me know. Okay. How does that sound? Is that too loud? And that appears to be on. Okay, no, it is not on. It's okay? All right. Well, let me know if you'd like me to turn it up or down. I have the ability, and some of the tracks are recorded at different levels than others, so feel free to change it. Definitely adds tension to the scene. This seems so much more exciting with this music playing than it is if I was just hopping across Moo Moo Meadows on the way to another portal. So, accounting and why it's important. Oops, I need to go this way to our nether portal. As opposed to that egg-like shape on the horizon there, that's where we fought the Wither a while ago. So, general accounting principles. The number one thing to remember is don't spend more money than you have, but how do you know how much money you have? And a good way to do that, to keep track of what you've got, there's an equation called the basic accounting equation, and it's basically that your assets, which is the things you own, minus your liabilities equals your equity. And I apologize, I need to turn this music down because it is loud enough that I can't hear myself think, but I can turn it down for me and then turn it up for you, so that it stays at the same level for you, I think. Okay. Yes, and I have, earlier today, then we got Hero of the Village, which was one of the reasons why I want to do accounting today, because Hero of the Village is all about buy low, sell high. And, where am I? Oh, here I am. Okay. Yeah, Hero of the Village is all about buy low, sell high, and that, oh wait, this isn't the right staircase. Go back up this way to the actual staircase, to the actual place where we want to go. Hi! Hello! Welcome! Yes, later this evening we are going to get to see the entrance gate to Castle Drakkenberg, which is just amazing. Owls built it and finished it earlier today, and I am quite impressed with it. Wait, there we go. Yeah, it has a key card system, and I left my key card in my ender chest because I thought there was an ender chest right outside the gates of Castle Drakkenberg, but it turns out that there is no ender chest right outside Castle Drakkenberg, so I have to go all the way back to get it. And I was beginning to do the basics of the accounting equation. So your assets minus your liabilities equals your equity. And so your equity can be thought of as your net worth. Your assets can be thought of as the things that you own. And your liabilities can be thought of as the things that you owe to other people. Oops, so liabilities is things like debts, your college debts. If you've purchased a home, then and you bought it with a mortgage, then your mortgage, your credit card debts, things like that are your liabilities. Your assets are the things that you own that can be transferred, can be turned into money, basically. So an asset would be something like a car because you can sell a car to somebody else. Or an asset would be something like a home is generally considered an asset. Some people consider things that they've bought that have resale value on eBay. So for example, trading cards to have a value as an asset, but for the most part, if it's not something you're ever planning to sell or that you could sell for money, then it doesn't count as an asset. It just counts as an expense when you buy it. So for example, if you buy Haagen-Dazs bars, my favorite personal treat, and you eat them, that is not an asset that you own. That's just an expense that you had. I think, there we go. I'm finally, well, if the door didn't close in my face, I am finally learning the way out of here. Okay, here we go. Get back to my house and get my key card to Castle Drakkenberg out of the ender chest. And actually, while we're here, I might as well write it up, because I think some of this is easier to see when it's written down. So this is the visiting pass, my visiting pass to Castle Drakkenberg. And where am I going to put this? Okay, I don't know. I'll put that there. Okay. And while I'm here, let me just dump. Killed a lot of things earlier, and now I have a lot of junk in my inventory. Ooh, a saddle's nice though. Actually, let me put that in with the leather stuff. Okay, yeah, that'll do for now. All right, leather saddle. Save that for when we need it. Okay, so, let me get some signs and just write this down, because I think it's easier to understand if it's all written down. So the basic accounting equation is your assets, and that's stuff you own, and that also includes any cash you have in your house, and then this is minus your liabilities. Oops, somehow. Okay, minus your liabilities. Debts you owe to others. So that's like student loans or credit card debts. So your assets minus, you know, maybe let's make this minus a little bit more clear. Assets minus, there we go. I can't wait until we can get glowing squid ink on these so that they look better. Equals your equity. And your equity can be thought of as your net worth. Like, what is your household net worth is one of those metrics that people like to track. So, for example, if you EQUITY is your net worth. Or your net worth. And so it's like, if you have a lot of things, but you also owe big debts to other people, then your equity isn't very high. But if you don't have very many things, like a not very expensive car and you rent an apartment, but you also don't have very many debts, you could have a higher equity than somebody who bought an expensive house, and then the price of the house fell in the market, and their liabilities, the amount they owe on the house, is more than the house is worth. Then they might have a negative equity. Or if you have a lot of leftover student debt, then you might have a negative equity, even if the amount of stuff that you have in your life is quite a lot. And so this is when you use an accounting program, such as GNU Cash is the accounting program that I use to keep track of all of our family finances, and I've used it for years. It helps to understand what these terms mean, especially if you're doing double entry bookkeeping, which is the way that professionals keep track of money, basically. And so on this side of the equation, there's also, so how do you deal with changes? So let's say you start off in this world. So money is never created or destroyed. It only changes accounts. So you start off in the world with basically a zero in each of these accounts, a zero in your assets, a zero in your liabilities. a 0 in your equity. And let's say a grandparent gives you $100. So then what you do is you create a transaction in your double entry bookkeeping program, and you take that $100 and you add $100 to your equity. $100 from grandma. So you add 100 there in your equity, but you also need to add a balancing transaction on the other side, because money is never created or destroyed, it just changes accounts. You also now have that $100 in your piggy bank or in your bank account. So $100 from grandma in piggy bank. And let's see, can I make that? Yes, I can still edit the first line. Okay, there we go. $100 from grandma in piggy bank. So this transaction here, it's balanced on both sides. You've got this equal sign down the middle, then that stays there. Hello, hey Reese. Yes, I am doing basics of accounting, and then we're gonna go see Castle Drakkenberg, but I wanted to show it off at night because it looks even prettier at night, and the awesome redstone machine that lets you in and out. Because you remember the other day when we had to tower up and then tunnel out? This is now so much cooler. It's amazing. But I only have one guest pass, so I had to wait till everybody got here to show it off. I can only show you once. I haven't been made a citizen of Castle Drakkenberg, so I don't have a citizen's pass yet. Yeah. So, being a mom that I am, though, we got to do the accounting equation first here. So, now you've got this $100, and you've got it where your assets are balanced with your equity. And let's say you make a deal with your brother that says, I will pay you $10 if you, I don't know, empty the dishwasher for me. And so now you have a debt. You owe your brother $10. So you're going to add something to your liabilities. So let's see here, $10 to brother for dishwasher job. There we go. So $10 for the dishwasher job. But what does that balance with? So there's something else that goes on this side of the equation that'll help you balance these things. So your assets minus your liabilities equals your equity. But you also have changes in things. The other things that go on this side of your equation are your income, so plus your income, and actually I'm going to make these, I'm going to give them their own column because they are their own accounts when you're talking about accounts. So we're going to put it over here. We're going to put plus your income, and minus your expenses. Oops, I hit the wrong key again. Okay, minus your expenses. Yeah, expenses. There we go. So, if you say to your brother, I'm going to pay you $10 to do the dishwasher job, then that becomes a liability. It's something that's going to happen in the future after your brother actually empties the dishwasher. And so you record that as a liability, but that liability is an expense. So you're going to put it over here. You're going to put it in a balancing column. Money is never created or destroyed. It only changes accounts. So you're going to add to your expenses $10 to brother. And that's something that's going to happen in the future once he actually does it. Now, once the brother actually does it, then the expense is, we've already recorded the expense. So now you're going to actually pay your brother $10. So you're going to take $10. Oops, did I run out of signs? I ran out of signs. Let me go get more signs here. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, luckily they're right here. So Now you're going to actually take the $10 that you have in your piggy bank and you're going to actually pay your brother the $10. You've already recorded it as an expense, so the only thing you're doing now is canceling that liability. So you're going to say minus $10 from piggy bank to brother for dishwasher. And you're going to create the balancing transaction over here. And this is going to be, so that minus 10 over in the equity is going to balance with the minus 10 to brother for dishwasher. And there's what's called credits and debits. So basically, if you're doing this like a real accounting person, then you'll have credits on one side and debits on the other side. And basically, it'll add up so that one of these will be on the credit side and one of them will be on the debit side. And if you're using GNU Cash, then it will say expense and payment. One of those will be titled, like the credit one will be entitled expenses and the debit one will be entitled payments. And I never remember, especially for negative things like liabilities, which one is which, but I just use the regular person labels for them. But basically, now this column, it has a plus 10 and a minus 10. So now you've paid off your brother that money you said you'd owed him. So now your liabilities, your grand total liabilities, have gone back to 0. The amount of money in your bank account has gone from 100 to 90 because you have 100 minus 10 is 90. Yes. Yeah, this is my dream playlist. Yeah. So I'm just playing everything that Dream ever plays is right now. And then you have your expenses list that you've paid $10 to your brother. So at the end of the year, when you wonder where did all my money go, you can look down your expense column and see, oh, I gave $10 to my brother. That part doesn't go away. Yes, this is the diamonds. Yeah, money. This one's money for the brother, though. So that is the basics of how an accounting program will work, so that if you ever open up something complicated like GNU Cash, you can sort of understand where all the columns mean. Now, if you want to keep track of your own expenses, GNU Cache it's free. I looked up the URL for where to download it earlier. Here it is. So I'm going to put that in the chat in case anybody wants to. If anybody wants to keep good track of their own finances, this is the program that I happen to use. Another thing that you could do also is if you use Google Drive, if then you go to Google Drive and then you go to New and Google Sheets and then from a template. So let me write that down. Google Sheets and then do from a template. And then you pick, there's one for monthly expenses. And that one is transaction based. And it's for every single transaction to write down. And then there's another one that is yearly expenses. And the yearly expense one, basically you do the monthly one, you just write down everything you spend and everything you earn. And then at the end of the month, you transfer those numbers, the little totals for each category at the bottom, you transfer those numbers over into your yearly expense spreadsheet, and that one will allow you to basically track your spending over the course of the year. And the nice thing about tracking spending, so that's all I have for that's it for the mom talk today. But the nice thing about tracking your expenses is that, oops, I went the wrong window. There we go. The nice thing about tracking your expenses is that then you can kind of keep a handle on, am I spending more than I earn or not? And that's obviously an important thing to know. So I am going to, my helmet's about to break, so I am going to take this off and just store it in my armor area, because I'm not planning to fight things in the nether for long today. And I am going to wear my real helmet so that I don't have to worry about that. All right, let's go off and see Castle Drakkenberg, and hopefully it'll be night when we get there so we can really show it off. Let's see, it's day now, and it takes long enough to travel there that it'll probably be night by the time we get there. It feels so much more tense. Let's see if we can get through this door. Okay, get that down. Push the button. Did it click? Okay, hit the block. Go, go, go. Yes, did it. Go us. Made it in the door. And I've got, I don't know if you were there right at the very beginning, Petra, but I've got the key card, so I can get in the door, but I only have a visitor's pass. So the visitor's passes are consumed, and if you are a citizen, then you can go through the citizen door and your pass is not consumed on the way in. And I think the way that this has been set up is just so clever. I'm very proud. I'm a proud mama, what can I say? Now I gotta be careful of those piglins because I'm not wearing gold anymore, but hopefully it'll be alright. That sounds like foreshadowing. I sure hope it's not. So here we go, through the Nether, down the Soul Sand Valley. How is everybody today? Yeah, with my own kids every night, then I do what's your happy, what's your sad, and what was your opportunity to be nice today? So if you feel like sharing any of those things in chat, go for it. You weren't here in the beginning, you had chat open, you had to take care of something first. Oh, and water check. Thank you very much. Yes. Very good idea. Okay. And I have warm water tonight because it's chilly. I like your emojis there. That is great. I don't have those. Are those George? I can't look right now. Ooh, it looks like when we were here last, that got blasted. Okay, I will have to fix that, but not right now. George, Phil, and Boomer. Oh, I don't know who Boomer is. I can't read chat. I cannot walk in a straight line and read chat at the same time. I have no idea how the more professional streamers do it. Just seamlessly go from reading chat. I'm also, oh, no. Wait, that's the wrong way. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight my way through this. Hopefully, netherite armor, don't fail me now. I didn't wear my gold helmet, though. Oh, really? Okay, actually, though, I think... Yes, where I was... Well, okay, but my respawn is right by the portal that I was headed to anyway, and because we have Keep Inventory True on, I don't have to worry about going back to get my stuff. Okay, you're okay? You were really tired today? Well, hopefully you will wake up soon. Well, depending on, I don't remember, Reese, were you in Europe or were you in the US? I don't remember if this is the end of your day. I know Petra's in Europe. It's the beginning of their day. Now we have sleepy music. US, okay, well, maybe it's sleepy time then. Maybe you don't want to wake up right now. So there is Castle Drakkenberg on the horizon. And I was hoping to show it to you in the evening, but since we're here, maybe I'll just show it off in the daytime. And while we're here, then it'll be late. Yeah, it'll be good to go to sleep after this. I'll play the lullaby music right at the end of the stream so that you can go to sleep after this. So the way this works, I think it is so cool. So there's visiting passes and a hopper here, and city key and a hopper there. And if you have the city key, you put your city key in, it lets you in, and then you go pick up your city key on the other side. Whereas if you only have a visiting pass, like me, then you put your visiting pass in, and apparently it, like, incinerates it, but it lets you in. So let's give this a try. I have not actually tested it. How do I put this in the hopper? Maybe I do that? Do I click the hopper? No, there we go. I put this in the hopper. Oh. Wait, let me in! Let me in! Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong? Oh no, I think I broke it, guys. She's gonna be upset with me. I think the door is broken. I don't think I did it right. Uh-oh. Okay, well, let me just push this button and see if that helps. Okay, that's the door. That's the button that you're supposed to push to close the door from the outside. But I think I broke it, guys. So that's supposed to let you in when you put a visiting pass in there. I push the button again. Oh no. Well, now we have the sad music of the broken door. Oh. Well, let's see here. Clearly, it still needs a little work. I'm just going to... Oh yeah, you'll be able to see it at night soon. I'm just going to break a hole in the side. And, well... Let's see here. I'm not sure if pushing this button will help. Nope. I don't know what happened to it. But if you were a city member, then you would get your city key back in that chest after going through the door. So clearly it's not quite fixed yet. Oh, she wanted me to show it off to you guys, and I was supposed to tell you guys everything nice, or I was supposed to tell her all the nice things that you said about it. So I think we might have to wait for another evening. And unfortunately, I have no idea how to reset this, but at least you can get in and out now. And isn't that awesome? Just look at that castle. All survival. That just looks so cool. With the moon. Makes me want to take a screenshot. I can take a screenshot from the VOD afterwards. But let's see here. I probably shouldn't leave it... Well, I don't know. I don't really want to leave it in an open state, but I don't want to mess with it either. What happens if I push the button again? Well, it changes things for sure. Yeah, so I saw her doing it earlier today, and the city passes were definitely working. Because she put the city pass in, and then it, well, things are changing every time. It's definitely a different configuration every time. Yeah, she put the city pass in, and it would open the door, and then she came through and pushed this button, and it would close the door. And she'd pick up the city pass. Let's see here. Are we looping? Has it been the same pattern yet? This is definitely a different pattern still. Question is, can we get it back to what it was supposed to be with the whole door closed? Okay, this is looping now because we have one on the left and two on the right. Or was it one on the right and two on the left? Let's see here. So now we go to that configuration. Yeah, one on the left and two on the right. Okay, so we are looping, in fact. So, we'll have to show this off again some other time. But, yeah, some of the blocks are just at the wrong place. Yeah, it doesn't look that hard to fix, but I don't really want to mess with it because I don't understand it and I don't want to accidentally break any of the redstone. Although, I guess let me just get it closed most of the way and let me see if I can just close it up. So let's see here. If I use this, I'm just gonna... Wait, do I have a slot? Yes, I have an inventory slot. Okay. So I'm just gonna break this until... Now, is that one there? Just gonna break them all. And then... Okay, she always teases me for putting torches. She's like, I know you were here. There's torches everywhere. Okay. And... Okay, and... Okay, so that's all the brick blocks. So I'm just gonna... Let's see here. Now, is this in... Would you consider this to be the closed position or the open position? Let's push the button. And see. So now this looks like this would be the open position, don't you think? Because that's down. So let's push the button again, and then it'll be in closed position. Yeah, that looks like it's closed. So now I'm gonna put down the bricks. And then push the button again and see if it opens up to something that looks like it ought to be the way it is. This. Okay, so that's what the door ought to look like closed. Hello. Oh, hi! Hi, cutie Zoe, welcome! So this is Castle Drakkenberg, and it has got the most amazing redstone door. And we are trying to... So, and this was built by Owls for All. And nope, that doesn't look like it worked. So yes, we are trying to figure out how to get it to open and close properly. And... Okay, so that's closed properly. And it may be just a timing issue. Yeah, it looks like it's almost working, but not quite. So I'm just gonna have to, I'm gonna close it, and I think I'm just gonna go out by towering through, or by digging through the wall. But I want to leave the door closed. Oh, and I gotta get rid of the excess torches. There we go. And I will ask Owls about it tomorrow, and she will be able to fix it. But anyway, that is... So it's not quite ready for the prime time yet, but I still think that this is just the most awesome castle, given that it is completely done in survival mode here. There we go. So, look at that. So this is the castle. Woo! And here's the lava fissure. And let's see here. Dare I push this button? I don't know. Push that button, see what happens. Nope, nothing happens. So this button is supposed to be for closing the door from the outside. You know, I wonder what would happen if, now that I have pushed that button, I'm going to try to... I am such an experimenter. I'm going to try to push the other button from the inside to see if pushing that button changed anything. Let's see if this works now. Well, it's different. There's only 2 blocks stuck here instead of 3. That closes up. Okay, but it's not quite working right yet. So clearly it needs to be made a little bit more robust before we show it off again. But I still think it is really, really cool. And now I am going to head back. So earlier today we had a village raid and I got, as you probably... Oh, is it gone already? So the hero of the village tag, but it looks like it has worn off. So I am no longer hero of the village. I can no longer buy low and sell high. Which is, of course, the other aspect of get rich slowly, buy low, sell high. Basically, for getting rich, the most important thing to do is spend less money than you earn, and then take the money that you save and invest it so that your money makes money. That's the easiest way to make money, is let your money make money for you by lending it out to other people, and then they pay you interest on it. Or like in the case of stocks, then the stock you hope goes up. The thing with stocks is they could go up or down, so you have to have a long-term time horizon. But if you are any younger than me, which I'm sure you all are, yeah, I'm glad you like the music. And if the music is ever too quiet or too loud, then please let me know, because the volume that I'm hearing it at is not the same as the volume that you are hearing it at. I turn it down for myself. And so it is... so it's not necessarily the same, so I can't necessarily hear what you guys are hearing, so you've got to let me know. Yeah, this is my dream playlist. It's all a dream stuff. But it definitely makes walking back through the Nether much more exciting than regularly. Okay, and we should fix this up because, you know, somebody could get injured falling down that staircase. Let's get some soul sand. This entire area that I'm walking on now used to be soul sand. Uh-oh. Almost. Lagging. Okay, I gotta hit early. Nope, not early enough. Try it again. Oh, or maybe I got him. Okay. Get rid of this fire, because I am notorious for catching on fire. And let's see if that gas dropped a tier, because I would like a gas tier for brewing potions later. Where did it die? Oh no, those guys don't like me. I'm not wearing gold. Okay. I just need a little bit of soul sand here to fix where that gas made a hole. Although I would like more soul sand if those guys are not killing me. I would like a little bit more soul sand so that I can create a better path back home in areas that I travel frequently. Then I would like more soul sand. Okay, there we go. Now, let's come on back here. So this is where we normally come up, and now, where's that soul sand? Soul soil we just collected. Yeah, soul sand and soul soil are very similar, and the soul speed enchantment will help you go faster on both of them. But with soul soil, then you don't go slower if you don't have soul speed on your stuff. Whereas with soul sand, then it slows you down if you're not wearing soul speed enchanted boots. So as we redo these pathways here, we're trying to redo them completely with soul soil. Okay, and if I cover up, so we have the small path and we have the big path where we took the horses. And we're trying to just cover up the small path because we don't use that one anymore. There we go. Okay, and let's also cover that. And then this is one taller than it needs to be, so... ah, okay. Whew, didn't fall far. There we go. Oh, water check. Thank you. Oh, yes. Yeah, Cutie Zoe. So, what I request of my chat is every quarter hour on the quarter hour, if you guys can remind me to drink water, I really appreciate it. Because I can talk for a whole hour and not notice that time has passed, and then I get a really bad headache afterwards, and then I'm like, why did I do that? So, I have a preference for not getting headaches, but sometimes I need help. Okay, there we go. Let's make this just a little safer, because I'm a mom and I like safety. That's one of my things. Okay. Okay. Do not fall down the big hole. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I am less likely to fall down the big hole. All right. Keep going home. So yes, this is our nether, and this is the soul soil path through the nether that goes from our initial village to the nearest fortress that we found. And one of these days I am going to... I've recently discovered on YouTube, was it YouTube or was it somebody's Twitch? I don't remember. But I've discovered what they mean when they say going extra regional, looking for fortresses and things like that. And so I thought I would share that information with you guys. There we go. Let's fix this up while we're having a fix-it day. Just one piece of polished blackstone, and this seems like a perfect place to put it. There we go, and eat. There we go. And so one of these days I will make a video on what it means to go extra regional, but like what the speedrunners talk about doing when they're looking for fortresses and bastions and things like that, because it's really interesting. I want to look into, I need to figure out how to get a copy of the actual Minecraft code to see what is really coded there versus what do people just, what have they just sort of figured out by trial and error with respect to finding things. So here we go. And I follow these torches on the way back up. It may not necessarily be the fastest path back up, but it's one that I don't have to think about when I'm doing it. So that makes it a good one for me. Because I have found that the more I have to think and talk at the same time, it's not good for me. And this is Taco Cat's house. And I have finally, I think, learned my way out of Taco Cat's house. So 2 forward, 1 to the right, and then you can come out. Because Taco Cat built her own nether portal in her house. And this is the reason why I don't have a nether portal in my house. Because now when you take it, I can go into the nether from Owl's house. And then I come out of the nether from Taco Cat's house. And it's just a mess. So, anyway, what my next goal is I would really like to get protection 4 on my armor. But the problem is none of our librarians currently sells protection. So, my next thing that I'm doing is trying to level up the librarians down in our secret village. And earlier today, oh right, earlier today I harvested a whole bunch of sugar cane, which you can make paper from. And so I am going to do that, and then I'm going to make paper and turn the paper into books, and then have that go to the librarians, and then hopefully we'll be able to level up these librarians some. And let's see, do that, and then take this and that and spread it out. And then I need leather. Oops, I am out of leather. Okay, we'll need to go kill some cows. And do I have... Yes, I have a ton of stuff that I don't want to be holding, so let's ditch all this so I have more space for cows. The rest of this is dirt. Some of this goes in stone. And the signs go in wood. And the fletching table is supposed to go to the village, so I'll take that with me. The nether quartz goes up here. The chickens... Actually, if I'm going to sell chickens, then... Yeah, I don't have enough chickens to sell, though. We'll just do that. And seeds can go up with chickens. Okay. So let's see here. We have plenty of paper, and we need leather. Oh, and the extra spare boat goes in wood. Come on, open chest. Thank you. There we go. So, this is the way to the cows. Morsel sand path. So this is the sheep pen, and there's the tree house, and the vines, and this is the chicken place. So basically, the chickens lay eggs, the eggs make baby chickens, the baby chickens are fine underneath the lava until they grow up, and when they become big chickens, they become big cooked chickens. So you can get chickens out of there anytime you're hungry. It's always nice to have a good source of food. And that's another one of Owl's designs. I'm not sure if she got it on the internet. Well, I think she said she did get it on the internet, but then she made some modifications to have the chests be the way that she wanted them. And here we have the cow pen. Although usually I like to breed them before I harvest them. And this sword is a looting 3 sword, so I ought to get a lot of leather from this. Oh my goodness, I don't think I need to breed these guys first. Someone has been breeding cows earlier today. Oh, you want to see the new farm? Sure. Yeah, I have added things to the farm. Just let me kill enough cows here to basically not die of entity cramming. There we go. And the nice thing about cows as opposed to chickens is that I don't pick up eggs. Trying to get all those eggs out of my inventory is quite the pain in the neck. And this way I can sometimes at least get lots of cows at once. And okay. There we go. How are we doing on the cattle? We have... So I have 64 steak. Where's the... Okay, I only have 56 leather. Oh, now I have more leather. Okay, that's probably enough for now. Now I just need to kill enough cows that I can actually get out of here. Make sure I still have space so I'm not gonna miss anything. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of cows. And with all that, yeah. Now my equipment. Oh, my boots are not yet mended. Okay, so I will need to do a... Oh, my boots were getting really low, so I'll need to do a little bit more. So yes, this is the I wouldn't quite say the new farm, but this is the new area of the farm. I haven't done that much new to it other than I've just expanded and created a section here for potatoes, and I haven't finished filling out the potato section yet. So that's the farm, but just look at that. It is growing and growing. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I would still like to fix up these boots. The nice thing about chickens, so the bad thing about chickens is they fill up your inventory with eggs. The nice thing about chickens, though, is that they give you a lot of XP really quickly. So I'm just going to harvest some wheat here and get some seeds, like probably 2 rows worth of wheat. And then I'm going to take these seeds and feed the chickens. Oh, actually, I guess you get 2.5 things. So I only really need 1 row of wheat. This should be enough to fix my boots. And I'm going to replant this and then go feed the chickens. And in feeding the chickens, then I will get enough XP to fix my boots. Here they go. So, yeah, problem with chickens is all the eggs. But the nice thing about chickens is they give you a lot of XP. Oh, and actually, while I'm at it, I should be sure to wield the shovel, because it also needs to be fixed. So if you have mending on one of your things and you are wielding it, then it will be fixed every time you get XP. Here we go. Now my shovel's into the yellow-green. Alright, and I have 1 more thing of seeds. Hopefully that's enough. Feed the chickens, feed the chickens. This music makes feeding chickens seem so much more dangerous. But if I hold still and I stand in one place here in the corner, it actually is dangerous. They will entity cram me and I will start to die rapidly. Like that. Yes. Okay. 2, 1, 0. Okay, and the shovel is fixed. Let's take a look. And the boots are fixed, so we are all good. Okay, now let's see if I can pick up those feathers and chickens, because that would be a good thing to sell at the market. There we go. No. I got some feathers. There's some chickens. Okay. Yeah, that's the other advantage. So the bad thing about chickens is they give you eggs that fill up your inventory. The good thing about chickens is just how quickly you can get a lot of XP, and you can get a lot of chickens to take to market, because I only did 2 swings of my sword to get a full stack of chickens. Oh, come on, but they bounce you around. There we go. I'll bet you Technoblade could have done that in the first try. But I am not Technoblade. Alright, let's see here. Let's take this out, and actually I can carry more things if I... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have. This is what this is for. This is for getting rid of eggs. And I'm going to use the crafting table to turn all the paper into leather, or into books right now, and then that way I'll have more space in my inventory to take things to the market. So here we go. Leather, paper, books. And let's see here, how much more paper do I have? Okay, I need a little bit more leather, it looks like. So let's go get some more leather. Oh yeah, make the door too wide so it's easier to get out. That is a good idea. I should do that. Okay, let's get 1 more. 1 more stack of leather here. go. Alright. They're not real cows, they're just pixels. But yes, I do feel like we're keeping our cows in inhumane conditions here. There are a few too many of them. I prefer the wide open pastures version of keeping cows. But we're on a shared server, so Owls has said that our server needs to have some conflict because it's not as interesting to watch when there isn't any conflict. So maybe I will go on a humanitarian rant against the conditions that we are keeping our cattle in. Because I definitely didn't leave them like this. I prefer the wonderful life with one bad day at the end version of raising animals. Let's see here. The War of the Cows, yes. I like it. Okay, I see leather. How much leather do I have? Okay, 64 plus 51, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that, okay, I have leather that is approximately equal to the amount of paper that I have, so we're good there. Although I could harvest more paper. I started a paper farm here. And I am trying to level up librarians, although this is probably enough to level the librarians. Like, I'm just gonna use up all the trades the librarians have available. Okay. Let's see, and actually, given that the shovel is completely mended, I should switch it out for the pickaxe there, so the pickaxe can get mended as well. Oh, water check. Oh, thank you. Oh, and time check, too. You know what? Maybe we will go to the village and trade our wares tomorrow. Or I might even do that off camera. I think you guys can trust me to trade wares without confusing you. Alright. Water check. Thank you very much, guys. And I think this is probably, well, let me get, this is not really a good place to end it. I should head over here and let's look at something more pleasant and eat some chicken. The cows say, eat more chicken. All right, let me switch my music. I need like special outro music. I'll have to think about what kind of music I want to have as my special Strawberries Gamer Society outro. But anyway, have a wonderful evening or day or good night's sleep. Oh, I know what I need. I need the lullaby music. Here we go. Good night, everyone. Sleep well. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And be good. I will see you tomorrow.